England are through to the round of 32. Job done, group winners, 7 points from 9. And yet, I don't think anyone is walking away from this game saying we're definitely winning the World Cup. Because for an entire hour, England somehow managed to make Panama look like prime Atletico Madrid. Thankfully, Jude Bellingham remembered he exists, Harry Kane remembered where the goal was, and England finally got the job done. So, let's have a chat about this. Oh, sorry, yeah. I've also got the France-Sweden game on while I'm recording this. Anyway, I don't know what Thomas Tuchel said before kickoff, but whatever it was, it definitely wasn't score early. Because England spent the first 60 minutes of this game doing absolutely everything except actually putting the ball in the net. There was plenty of possession, loads of passes, crosses, corners, long shots. There were sideways passes, even more sideways passes, and somewhere in there, Panama probably had enough time to plan next year's summer holiday. Ooh. Through ball, Olise. Through ball. Goal. Lovely goal. Who was it? Barcola. Game over. Anyway, yeah, it felt incredibly similar to the Ghana game, I felt. Because England dominated the ball, but the final third looked like it had a force field around it. Every attack ended with either a block shot, an overhit cross, or somebody deciding to pass backwards because apparently goals are overrated. But Panama do deserve credit though. For a team with absolutely nothing to lose, they defended brilliantly, putting 11 men behind the ball, being compact, disciplined, and incredibly frustrating for England. So while England had opportunities, and believe me, they looked like they were close to scoring, they still had nothing that really screamed goal. But as the minutes ticked by, you could almost hear England fans prepping themselves for another 90 minutes of pain. But then in the 62nd minute, finally, Bukayo Saka swings in the corner. There's chaos in the box, but somehow Jude Bellingham bundles the ball over the line. It wasn't beautiful, but no one cared. After 60 minutes of frustration, England finally have scored the first goal of the match. And somehow, 5 minutes later, Jude Bellingham turns the provider with a beautiful run, a beautiful cross, and Harry Kane rises highest to make it 2-0. And just like that, it's game over. That's now 3 goals in the tournament for Harry Kane, and it's his 11th World Cup goal overall, making him England's outright leading World Cup goal scorer. It is funny how football works. England couldn't score for almost an hour, and then decided, you know what, let's just score twice before Panama have even recovered. So, what actually impressed me? First, Jude Bellingham. He was comfortably England's best player. He scored the opener, he created the second, and he constantly tried to drive England forward and everyone else just seemed happy to recycle possession. This is exactly why he's one of the best midfielders in world football, and this is why he is my man of the match for this game. Ooh, I've just gone over everyone. Because when England needed someone to take responsibility, he stepped up and he did. He was just that guy. Then second, Harry Kane. He didn't have many chances, but great strikers don't need 10 opportunities. You just give them 1 or 2 and they'll usually punish you, and that is exactly what happened. And finally, England's patience. It would have been easy to panic, force passes, commit way too many players forward, but instead they just kept probing and eventually their work bore fruit as they were able to score twice to win the game. Now on the other hand, there are definitely concerns. England still struggle against low blocks. We've now seen it against Ghana and again against Panama. When teams sit deep, England just become predictable, everything slows down, the movement disappears, and passing just becomes safe instead of dangerous. It's almost like everyone just becomes terrified of making the risky passes. And this is also why I think Cole Palmer would have been great in the squad. Yes, despite his injuries he did have this season and his shaky form, he did prove under Enzo Maresca, because that was when Chelsea were actually good this season, that he can be the creative force necessary for breaking down low blocks. And so far, England have shown that they have needed that. And given 2 teams have already put up a low block against England, who's to say the next teams England play won't do the same? Because at times, it felt like England were just trying to walk the ball into the goal. And while against weaker teams, you will probably score, eventually, you may not get that luxury against the very best. And if this tournament has shown us anything already, is that underdogs are causing chaos everywhere. Germany are gone, the Netherlands are gone, Brazil have only just survived. Nobody gets an easy game anymore. So now England finished top of Group L. Mission accomplished. Sort of. And honestly, that's important. Go on, Koundé. Good save. Because knockout football doesn't care how pretty your wins are. Because nobody remembers how you played in the group stage. If you go on, play, you draw, you win in extra time or you win on pens, that's fine. You win or you lose, you move on. Simple. But now, it is knockout stage time. England turn their attention to the DR Congo. And if anyone thinks this is going to be easy, they haven't been watching this World Cup. Because the DR Congo have already made history by reaching the knockout stages for the first time, earning impressive results including a draw with Portugal before advancing from their group. This is a team full of confidence, and they're athletic, physical and quick in the transition. And they will believe that they can shock England. So I do hope that England can take some lessons from what they've learned from the Panama game to help them win. Such as starting much faster in the game. Get up, Gyökeres. Waiting 60 minutes before scoring in a knockout game is dangerous, and eventually you will run into a team that will punish you. They will also, so they need to get on that scoring much quicker. And England do also need to move the ball quicker, and against deep defences, slow possession will help the opposition. They'll need quick passing, runs behind, one-touch football. That will be what will open the team up. And finally, they will need someone to take responsibility. Against Panama, that player was Jude Bellingham. Against Congo, England will need more than one player willing to make things happen. Whether that is Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, or even Marcus Rashford's. Oh, nice ball. Never mind. But yeah, knockout football is brutal. You won't get another chance. If you have one bad day, you'll be on that plane home. Overall, England did exactly what they needed to do. It wasn't spectacular, it wasn't vintage, but it was professional. The group stage is over, and now the real tournament starts. Can England finally step it up in the knockouts, or will the DR Congo produce the next World Cup upset? Let me know your score predictions down below for this game, and also your thoughts on the England-Panama game. And if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. It does really help out the channel. And I will see you all after England's round of 32 clash. Until then, take care and goodbye.